Next, we head up to Anchorage, Alaska, for the sentencing of Seth Lookhart. The former dentist was convicted on a whopping 46 counts of felony medical assistance fraud, totaling nearly $2 million. On top of that, the greedy dentist bilked his own business partners out of $250,000 and even flaunted his crimes through text messages. But perhaps most disturbing of all was how Lookhart recklessly put the lives of his very own patients in danger. That's Lookhart extracting a tooth from a sedated patient while riding a hoverboard. Stunts like this convinced authorities that Lookhart was a menace to his patients.
This is not an economic crime. This is not a case where the court is sentencing someone who stole $2 million. Lookhart hurt people, vulnerable people, disabled children.
In addition to his hoverboard antics, Lookhart often used needless or excessive anesthesia without patient consent, and even allowed his office manager to perform a tooth extraction. With so much evidence against him, his attorney practically throws himself at the mercy of the court.
He's lost a business, there are civil suits, there's been negative publicity, and the likely loss of his license, which is pending.
Facing a maximum of 20 years in prison, Lookhart turns to Judge Michael Wolverton and makes a stunning request.
I know I would be my best self, and in turn, able to serve my family and the community best, if I were granted the privilege and the hope of a renewed lease on life, practicing dentistry and living among those that I love.
The judge wasn't buying it and gave Lookhart a piece of his mind.
You darn near killed some people, and not just once and not just twice. People who should, some of them have never been in your office and you knew it, and then after that, you bragged about it in your text.
Before sentencing, the judge reads a statement from the patient who received the hoverboard extraction.
I think what you did was so outrageous, narcissistic, and crazy. So I forgive you for all that, but there's obviously a high-priced lesson that you're going to have to learn.
She was right. There was a very high price to pay. When it was all over, the judge sentenced Lookhart to 20 years in prison, with 8 of those suspended, plus 10 years of probation, during which time he'll be unable to practice dentistry.